another episode on Heartfelt with Bobbie right here on Dialogues with Jagero. And today, nataka kudiscuss kitu yenye najua inafananga mtake kutussle and fight and get mad all the time. But I think it's important we get a little more advice from someone who's definitely wiser, someone who definitely knows way better than I do and way more. And it's another episode with the beautiful Felgona Oyuga.
Daughter friend. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you so much for joining me again this
Thank
week.
you for having me.
Karibu sana. I always say this, I truly enjoy speaking with you.
I do enjoy speaking with you as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Today,
Always a learning experience.
Yeah, definitely. And I think I'm getting more comfortable and it's getting easier for me to just flow even with the questions. I think in the beginning I was a bit anxious and scared, but I think I'm doing a bit better, guys.
No, you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
You are doing a good job.
So today I have a very contentious question. I want us to discuss promiscuity amongst women and casual sex, but from the point of view of a woman. And the reason I want us to have this discussion is because, first of all, I want women to be able to reach a point where they're able to be completely honest with themselves about how they feel and what they want to do with themselves, with their bodies, and how they want to participate in the whole debacle of sex and the sex industry and sexual conversations. And number two is I want the men to understand how we feel and what we're thinking about when we're in this space where we're having casual sex, because I think it's a bit different for us versus for them.
For them,
yeah. But my first question is going to be, do you agree with casual sex, especially for women? Let's talk about women.
Women, because that's what we know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you agree with casual sex? Do you think women can be promiscuous, can have sex with multiple partners, no strings attached, very casually, a lot of times as much as they want, and just be okay and amazing functioning human beings in the society?
That's a loaded question. Because women feel some kind of way, and rightfully so, because we've been policed for so long. Our bodies have been a man's right.
Playground.
Yes, he decides when you give birth, if you should give birth, if you can abort, when you can have sex, if you should have sex. So it's always been something that's been out of our control, and now we are trying to get control. Can they be promiscuous? Can they have casual sex? Can they, multiple partners? They can. I mean, can. Should? Maybe that could be the question. Should they? And I think it's a lot of, as I always say, everything has to boil down to personalizing something, because we don't want to throw a whole blanket, because people are going through different things. There are people who are having a lot of sex thinking they're liberated and they have mental conditions. There are some conditions that manifest. Some of the manic episodes is just fucking around. Yes. Yeah, so you might be thinking, oh, I don't care, whatever, but there's something that's going on. There are those who've been sexually abused as children. And so that's another way they're acting out, or they think it's the only way they can be seen. There are sex workers who think or who feel or who are in positions where, because these days you find like there are women who that is the path they have chosen. And maybe nobody sent them there. They decided, I'm a sexual worker, and in some places around the world it's legal, it's taxable, and you do whatever it is you have to do.
Do you think someone can just wake up and decide this is no trauma, no nothing, good family, good background?
I don't know what it could be.
I want to do
sex
work.
I don't know what it could be. I'm yet to understand it. But at the same time, it's not to say that if somebody is doing it, they're a bad person. You don't know what it is. I don't think sex is bad. Sex is good. Everybody should be having lots of it. I just feel like sometimes as women, a lot of the times we've used it to reward failures. Bad men, yeah. And especially when you have the choice. And I think for me that would be the reason why I'd have a problem with a woman just waking up and saying, I can fuck anybody, I don't care, I don't whatever. And it si sabuni haitaisha. See, you know, all the things we like saying, and then you do whatever it has to do. But I feel like a lot of times now we reward bad men, we reward people who treat us badly, we reward people who make no effort to even see us or know us or want to, you know, or to feel us, to even just humanize us. Yeah, because you're just there. Oh, he bought me 2 beers and you jump into bed with him. He doesn't call you for 2 days, then he calls you on the 3rd day. At Isikuje, and you're just
at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. You don't care whether somebody can slit your throat or whatever. You're just running there. Somebody jumps with you and tells you, niko na nini, shughuli asubuhi. And then you carry your things and go. Yeah. That has to chip away at you. I don't care what you want to say or project, but there's something. So I just feel like wanting somebody close to you, there should be some vetting. It can't be anything or anyone. Just the same way if you're going into business. I don't know when it comes to that, those other things, we can take some time to find out who is this guy, check his PIN compliance. I don't know where does he live, which other business did he do. You want to go to DCI, check if he's been a thief. No. But this person who is going to deposit things inside you could be a thief, a murderer, a witch doctor, a rapist, and you're okay having that energy next to you. Yeah. So I feel like, and maybe it's with growing older, and maybe it's with, you know, also as you grow older, you then see life almost also in a different way. You realize how short life is. It's actually very short. You could live to 90, but at your deathbed in 90, you'll be like, oh my God, it was such a short time. I could have done many things so differently. Yeah. So life is so short. I speak a lot about my parents. My parents died pretty early. And when I think of the things that there is to do, people there is to love and know, knowledge to figure out, places to go see, I'm just wondering, would I want to spend my time with some pig jumping on me in the name of trying to prove that I'm liberated or I can do it? You can do many things. Should you? Yeah. Is the question.
Okay, before we get to, you know, the ways that we can choose to vet the kind of men that we choose to sleep with, I want to ask you, you know, there's a fine line between conservatism and liberalism. And someone would argue that you're coming from a conservative way of thinking, and I'll explain. You see, there's this guy online, yo nikasirisha sana. I think he's from Nigeria. He's one of these pastor or quote speaking guys, you know, guys who speak in quotes.
Yes.
We all have 24 hours. So, you know, those type
rubbish,
of guys.
Yes.
And he's consistently embarrassing his wife online because he once made a tweet talking about, my wife might not be the prettiest or the best, but she has stood by me through all this. I
wish that wife left that studio and went to pack her things.
Oh, the wife actually had a baby and is there supporting him, seated right next to him, you know, agreeing with his messaging. This man was talking about, you know, he was coming from a conservative point of view, in my opinion, and he was saying that squeezy the mademu wanafikiri ati they can do anything they want, they can dress the way they want, they can go anywhere they want. If they want to have an abortion, they can do it. If they want to have sex with multiple men, they can do it. But that's not, and he was saying that's what modern day feminism is pushing for. So this, anasema hii liberalism yetu inajificha behind feminism. But I want to know, what is the clear distinction between women taking their power and being able to say, you know, this is my body. I can actually have sex if I want to. And I'm having sex with too many people and there's a problem here. What's the difference? What is the fine line between, you know, you being liberal and you being conservative?
the thing is, first of all, I don't subscribe to modesty. I tell women, extreme forms of modesty is dangerous for you.
Why so?
That woman who is still with that one who's been told she's not the prettiest. Those are some of the reasons. Yeah, because you think you are good because you've only slept with one man. You think you're good because you don't put on a weave, you put on the long dresses, so you are not the prettiest. And if you look at what modesty is and how we describe modesty first of all in religious circles, it's never showy. Modesty has to be, you really have to cover yourself, dumb down, quiet down. In fact, you'll be a wallflower just to go disappearing.
Yes.
That's what, so extreme forms of modesty are new. In fact, I don't even like the word modesty. Yeah. So the first thing is you're not doing it for men. That's the problem with women. Even these ones who are doing extreme fucking 20 men, is because you want to show men that you can fuck 20 men.
Yes.
You're not doing it for yourself. You understand? Yeah. So the first thing is for me. What is safe for me? I don't care what you think outside there, but this is me. And that's what I was saying. For me, I'm happy with decentering men. I'm also happy with decentering women and centering self. Yeah, because a lot of the things we do is for performance. Yeah, so I want to show everybody I can fuck 10 men. All these men are going to know that I can do what I want. All these men are going to know that I can. No, is it good for your health even in the first place? Yeah, so figuring out what it is that you want in your space. Yeah, so don't be worried about the men. The minute you want to make a decision about your body, and you have decided the first person you want to know about it, or the first person you want to hit at is a man, then you're already in problems. Yeah, I don't have to discuss who I sleep with. I don't have to, but at the end of the day is, am I okay? Because that would be my problem. The reason why we're having this conversation is not because we want to police people. It's not because we want to tell people it's all good to sleep with one man, because if you sleep with one man, then you'll get more men to marry you. No, we're not interested in all those things. We are saying, can we have a discussion where we say, we've seen some things that are going wrong. Yeah, as women, remember we were saying it was our women. Yes, yeah, as women. Yeah, so there's no way I would sit down quietly and see a young girl going all over the place thinking she's modern. With my years, I have a bit of experience. I know 1-2 small things I would like to share with you. Yeah, before you ruin your life. And the chances of ruining your life are higher. You might not get a disease, but the things that you go through in your head, yeah. I have no problem with abortion, but can you get yourself those services in a safe space? Yeah. So don't say I can have abortions. Then you're going to some back street early and then dying or losing your uterus or what have you. Yeah. So that's the conversation. Yeah. Let's first of all, before we get in, remove men and remove also other women. Yeah. Put self. That is the most important. And I think if you want to live a good life as a woman, is self first. Leave those ones that are my girls, and everybody will come later. Yeah. I cannot be good to anybody or be of any use to anybody if I'm not centered.
True.
Yeah. So put yourself first.
Okay, you talked about some of the prices we pay as women for having to sleep with men casually.
Yes.
And I think we don't really say these things out loud all the time. So people might think, oh, if you're abstaining, uko na mambo mingi, uko na maringo, but they don't know what actually goes into it. They just think
sleeping with
maybe it's the financial implications, or maybe it's but let's actually talk about some of these real-time consequences that we as women face. All the way, while just sleeping with a man, just by agreeing, I'm not meeting this man.
Yeah, not even casual sex. Sometimes it's even within a marriage.
Yes.
You know, so when we are talking about even just having sex with men, we're not saying that even that just that promiscuous sex. You can even be here with this one man and sex is now horrible, is ruining your life. when I got pregnant, I say this story many times. When I got pregnant with my firstborn, I was not married. So I had to go back home and tell my mother, I'm pregnant. So I go home and say, I'm pregnant. When I finally gather the courage, because I would go and come.
How far along were you when you told her?
I think maybe about 4 or 5 months.
You just found out, or
No,
you were buying time?
I was buying time because every time I was just, first of all, I thought maybe it might not even shika. So inaweza kutoka. Just like, it was like I could be shouting over here and it could work itself out.
Yeah.
But it didn't. Yeah. So then now I need to go and say, and then now I'm sick. So, you know, the way somebody's looking at you, get into the house and you can smell any soap that is in the, so you know, I must say. So now I gather the strength, guts, everybody, and I'm able to say, oh, this is what's happened. And I closed my eyes because she was drinking tea and I was waiting for her to throw the cup at me. And she asks me, did you enjoy the sex?
Yes. That's the first question.
Yes, and I was shocked. I was like, now what type of trick is this? Nani, see if you're beating me, you beat me. Are you waiting for me to say? Then he starts saying, aha, I knew this witch. These are the things you've been doing. So, and I was just like, what?
Was your mom cuddly? That's why you're thinking all these
So
things.
my mom was militant, but it balanced out because she would be so strict, but then she would pair it with lessons. And then you see, like for me, also growing up in a Christian household, I'm just like, oh my God, what have I done? I'm the firstborn, I'm what, I'm this, and I'm busy here coming with this type of examples. You know? Yeah. So I didn't expect that. I mean, my mother was very open about sex and whatnot ever since I was young. But this I didn't expect. You know, because of course, once you've been told about sex, whatever, you're just thinking, now enjoying comes where. And I was just like, what? She was like, yeah, I asked you, did you enjoy the sex? I didn't answer, but she says, if you didn't, don't go back. Because if you go back, believe me, a time is going to come when that man disgusts you. Just the thought of him, he touches you and your body will be breaking out in hives and whatnot. And I was like, what is this woman saying? It didn't make any sense.
In love.
Yes, I thought it was love.
No, I was like,
what's going on? And that time you don't know that you are not even climaxing or orgasming or whatever. You don't know those things. You just know things went in, came out, and everybody was happy. It was 2 seconds. Yeah. We are good.
Say so the words of affirmation does inakubamba.
Yeah,
I love you. You are beautiful.
I didn't think life would be like this. At that time, So it didn't make any sense. And that's why we're saying sex is such an important thing for women. But we've never been told this. We grew up knowing sex was important to men. In fact, I remember even when we were young, we used to be told stupid things like, Katia, don't turn him on. So now if you turn him on and then now he gets blue balls, he can even die.
His balls will explode.
In his face. Do you know all the nonsense we used to be told? So now, coming with all this messaging that we have, remember you're not enjoying sex in your marriage. So that's one woman also who has problem with sex. Then there's this other woman, usually what would happen, say if this person decides to get divorced and she wants to fuck everything, trying to look for that thing. Yeah, or trying to be liberal. I can do whatever it is I want. Free. Yes, I have control over my body. And now you want to try everything under the moon. You put beads in your ass, put others in your nose, in your ears. You want to anal beads want to hang from some places, which you can do. I'm not saying don't do that. Yeah. But what is the motive? Yeah. So then again, you also find these other girls who now, and I find a lot of girls can be very militant. And I don't want to say things should be done in moderation, because what is moderation? And what is the opposite of moderation? I just think things should be done in alignment. Things should be done with passion. But like, what is it that you want out of it? So you find a lot of girls are so militant, it's my body, my choice, or whatever, and you want to sleep with everything. But if you sit down and be with yourself, because if you're sleeping with somebody who doesn't even like you, if you're sleeping with somebody who treats you like shit, even the way he touches you, you will feel it. You'll feel that touch is not the same as somebody who who
It's different.
loves you and respects you and wants the best for you. But this one for him is just, you're not different from his hand. or one of those two things you just
or
do
a
like
hole in
this.
the mattress.
Yes, or on the wall,
Oh my God.
So at some point you will feel it. And you will carry some things with you and not understand why you feel unworthy, why you feel you have some low self-esteem. You don't feel like you can get to certain places. Healthy sex gives you such confidence. Watch it, this was for buying. Watch it, this is where you said, oh, I fucked him, and you want to tell everyone. You don't even have to tell anybody.
We can see.
You just walk.
We can see your man is treating you nicely. You don't have to say nothing.
You don't have to say it to your face. You look good.
Yes.
You're walking. You have some confidence. You feel good.
Yeah.
You're creative.
You treat people well.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
You're creative. If you are doing something, you're able to think because you are in it. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't. And I think when we realize that sex is not just a body part going in and coming out, you take things from each other. And sometimes if you don't have boundaries, by that time, if you're just allowing anybody to jump on you, you have no boundaries. So they're taking whatever they want from you and putting anything inside you. True. There are some people you are around and you're depressed. Some people bring you bad luck. Let me tell you, sleep with that person, everything starts happening in your life. You lose the job, you lose the contract, your child is sick, whatever. Something is always happening. And we like to say, oh, no, those are people things.
I don't believe in...
But if you sit down, you don't have to come back and tell us. But they don't come back and tell anybody.
So we don't tell you, I told you
so. Yeah. Don't come back and tell anybody. Just sit down with yourself, get out a journal, a book, get a book. And just start from the time you started having sex. And that's another reason why I tell women, young girls, young women, hold on. There's nothing that you're coming to get over here that you must start doing it at 14. The problem with having sex too early again is then you start having problems with your body. This young boy doesn't know you're supposed to look like that. This young boy doesn't know you're supposed to smell like that. This young boy doesn't know, that's because his sex education was porn.
Yes.
Yeah, apart from the biology you did, but it's just now porn. You can't smell them. in the whatever. So you find very many women then now starting to have problems, self-esteem problems. He doesn't know boobs look different.
As it was Shanangi, by the way.
Yeah, they look different. These boobs must be facing this side, others might be facing that way. Others, your vaginas don't look alike.
Yeah.
But the person you're watching on porn has had work done. The stomach doesn't always look like that. Your butt doesn't look the same. So everything is different. The smells, the whatever, he's not seeing any of those on the TV. So he starts wondering what's wrong with this chick. And their children can be so cruel and go back to his boyfriend. Say, don't try that one, she smells. Oh, she does, I don't know what. Oh, her boobs are. So you find girls going through some things that they don't even need to because you're all children. You have no business. You have no business. Hold on a bit where you can choose the man.
Better.
Yes, where you can choose the place. Romanticize your life. I know I always say this, I don't like romance between men and women, but I love romance between you and
Self,
you.
yes.
That where you think of where you could go, where you look at yourself and love yourself so much, and when you're with somebody, you're like, yeah, you deserve me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that way you move different. Yeah. That's not to say that you're not going to have sexual urges. I think maybe that now will be another part of the conversation. Now, what do you do with your sexual urges and whatnot? But I'll tell women, like yourself so much that you don't use your body as what you're going to, for protesting. You're not the placard. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I'm the placard so I can fuck anybody, no. I can. Should I?
But will you? Yeah.
Will I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it useful to me?
Yeah. Okay, you mentioned some psychological implications, the low self-esteem, feelings of unworthiness, as well as some of the physical implications. Sometimes you're sick, you can get pregnant, you can actually die.
Yes.
It's not just that.
Yeah.
Let's get a little bit into the health side. Other than anxieties, emotional distress, and I don't know if men go through these things, but maybe Jagero will record another parallel conversation.
I wish we could have men who speak about it honestly,
yes,
without feeling some kind of, because I think we are all human beings. There must be something to it. But you see, also maybe for them, because they have grown up, just been rammed into your head. You're this, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. You might not give yourself the opportunity to feel something. But I'm sure
they feel something. And I think that's what changias to me, not struggling with humanizing them, because I'm like, you guys do it so easily. So, that's why you can't understand why it would be difficult for me to just sleep with anyone, any day, any time.
And maybe part of their symptoms is that wanting to fuck everybody. You're looking for intimacy. So not it's all the time. Yes. You're looking for intimacy. You're looking for that person who will give you that thing, who will hold you in a certain, who will make you feel
and they want hugs. Yes. But instead they're fucking.
Yes.
Instead of,
Sometimes you just want a conversation. And how many people don't know what intimacy is, because you can have intimacy with somebody and you have never seen them naked. But that's the only way they know. Actually,
if you have this same conversation with a man, they will fight you to death. They will say, hizo intimacy zako jiweke huko na hizo matoki zako na mahagi. Me, I want vagina.
Yes, that's but he's intimacy. But what he's looking for is somebody to see him. Yeah, somebody to understand him, somebody to touch him, and not touch him sexually. Yeah, that's somebody I think said, now you're adults, can you normalize just having a friendship with a man or a woman without having to fuck them?
Yeah.
But many people can't do that.
And it's so crazy because they think that's what's the normal, and then wengine wenye tunaona hiyo ni weird wanaona.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? In fact, somebody, I can't remember who told me, are you usually this cold as a girlfriend or not? I'm like, no, but I'm not even trying to be your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I thought we were friends. Yeah. So where did it reach from here to hi, let's have a drink or two, we talk, whatever. Suddenly, the next thing is, when are you coming to my place? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. But because for them, that's the why. So that could be their symptom. Yeah, that's their trauma
I
response.
like that she brought that up. I was asking about, some more physical implications, consequences that we go through. I want us to talk a little bit, kugusia too, because we'll do a whole other episode on that later. But I want to talk about the things even you go through when you're anticipating him, so you decide, let me get on the pill, like hormonal pills or forms of birth control. And then he leaves, he doesn't call you. What does that feel like emotionally when he's not speaking with you? I mean, yes, you could have agreed this is as casual as it gets, but I want to dive a bit deep into your gray area corner.
Yes.
Is it casual? Do you really
it's
not
never
feel anything?
Yeah, you cannot. And especially, you see, and I think that's why the people who can do casual sex maybe are sex workers, because they've now trained themselves not to, they don't really climax. They know how to act. Because doing that, I have a friend who likes calling things portals. So if she watches this, because opening yourself up is vulnerability, is a portal.
Yes.
Yeah. So why would I train myself? So imagine this one is training herself. That's a boundary she's put. This is my job. The same way nurses put a boundary. If nurses, morticians will do that. Yeah, they have a boundary. They've trained themselves that I can't be breaking down every time I see a dead body. But they know to break down when it's their person. Because you've taught yourself. So a sex worker has also taught herself that this is work. So I'm not giving you myself. I will not be vulnerable. I can act. Yeah, I can act. I know where to do. She studied men enough. And she studied men enough to know what it is they need. Yeah, so you don't know she's acting, and some men are addicted to sex workers, thinking she's the one who understands me.
They think the whole can love them.
Yes, she understands me. She gets me, but
she listens.
She's a professional. But then now imagine doing the reverse, training yourself to actually be vulnerable with a man you know doesn't like you, with a man you know you would not be able to call tomorrow if your house was on fire.
Oh my God.
Do you know what that is? You are doing to yourself.
Is making my heart.
So I'm going to this man and he expects me to be excited, wet, everything. So I am training myself to give myself to somebody who doesn't like me.
Okay, what if I also want the sex? I'm just here for the sex.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you could be here for the sex. Yeah, but what do you feel afterwards? Because very many people say, yeah, I was feeling horny, whatever I went. Then after that, it's awkward. It's what, he doesn't call you again. He don't whatever. You start feeling some kind of... But
And then he's posted up with Falgona in 2 hours. They're somewhere at the bar, and she's holding his lap.
yes.
That's
and,
when
the-
you
and that one, he's posted somewhere and they're road trip with mama.
That's when you have to remind yourself, but it's casual.
But you can remind yourself. Remember how you're training yourself? That's what you have said. I have to then train myself like
natural,
a dog.
it's reinforcement.
Yes, I have to train myself like a dog that even if I want, I'm giving this man and I know he doesn't love me. I'll be vulnerable. I will bear myself and he will stand up. Immediately he's done. I said, hey, Mama is waiting for me. That's wiping himself. And I say, so you're okay, Cynthia? And Tomoka's, because he doesn't like women who ask him for money. And you don't ask for money, you just wanted sex. Are you hearing what it sounds like?
Guy.
Are you hearing what it sounds like?
You're the low maintenance. You actually bring him chapatis from where you've come from.
Send them to his I'ma send them to his workplace. Yeah? So you're there and you've trained yourself.
It sounds so desperate when you say it like that.
It's so bad. This is your body. This is, I don't know whether people understand this, that this is all I'm going to live in. And once it's done, it's done. How can you not like yourself enough to want to decide, no, not you. Not you. You.
Do you think we even know we have choice?
I hope that you are enjoying that episode, people of the internet. Everybody says there is no job, and that is true. Also, that was me 10 years ago. The problem is that everybody is trying to get a job in their own town, in their own city, in their marketplace. They ask friends for jobs, mothers call uncles, uncles call fathers, but there are no jobs, right? Let me tell you what no one is telling you. Jobs migrated online. What I actually mean is there are many, many jobs around the world and there is no one to do them. I have worked for a long time online, I think more than 10 years. I work for Americans, I work for Europeans, I work for the Chinese, the Australian, Canadians, the Ugandans, name all of them. And last year, I had a eureka moment. I said to myself, you know what? I should compile what I have been doing for the last 15 years. So in 2024, I wrote a book called Goldmine, 18 Side Hustles for Africans. And it sold a lot of copies. In fact, sometimes I was receiving 500 orders in a day. In 2025, something happened. AI came. I think in 2025, AI came. AI came in 2024, but in 2025, it is here with us. And people say AI is taking away their jobs. And for me, I'll say false. There are actually AI jobs. Now, mimi ni nani? I created more jobs. We now have in my book 25 online and offline side hustles that you can do anywhere in the world, whether you are in the village, whether you are in your small town, whether you're in a marketplace, whether you are in your house, you can do them. In this powerful volume 2, I share 25 new actionable online hustles specifically researched and tailored for Africans. My new book provides clear step-by-step guidance, drawing from my extensive experience and research, including the mistakes I have made and lessons I have learned over 15 years in this online job market. You can become an executive assistant to busy folks in Europe, America, and Canada. You can also get paid for tasks like watching videos and taking online surveys. There are many of them and they're in my book. You can also build a business as a virtual assistant, start an e-commerce without a shilling. You can also become an affiliate marketer or an online English tutor. And you can also do tens of AI jobs, and they're all in these books. If you have a job, that is fine, but I know around you there are so many people that are always looking for jobs and at home watching Netflix. Buy this book for your brother, for your sister, for your mother, cousin, husband, who is back at home all day, all night watching Netflix. Okay? Buy it for your friend. That friend who is always asking you for cash, you can buy this book for them. All the information is in the description below. You can also inbox me, you can WhatsApp me, or you can go to my website, which is oduorjagero.co.ke. The book is only 1,000 Kenya shillings. Or if you're anywhere around the world, the book is $10. So thank you very much. Back to programming.
I don't think so. And you see, that's the other thing with being extreme, is that we take choice from people. We only have two choices when you are extreme. You are modest or you are... Yeah. You're not giving yourself a choice. You can have relationships. There are people who have like friends with benefits type thing, arrangement, where you know, okay, I don't want marriage, I don't want this, this is not what I want. But it's a respectable whatever. There's mutual respect. We are friends. You know, I hold you in high esteem. If I was on fire, or if you are on fire, I expect you to call me. I'd find out, okay, what do I do? If there was a job somewhere, I would hook you up. You know, it's not, there's something. Yeah.
And actually, that's what I want to ask. Do you think there's an ideal way to kind of go around casual sex? Like, do you think there's a...
I don't think there's casual sex.
There's a way...
Yeah.
I don't think for me, I feel like all of it is casual. Like, if you're not committed and whatever commitment looks like to you, whether it's polygamy or whatever. Yeah. If we don't have an exclusive relationship going on, saying, hey, we're having sex and, you know, we'll
But that friends with benefits type thing is okay. I don't want to call it also friends with benefits. But you can be two adults where you say, listen, this is where we are in life. I like you, you like me. Yeah, we have some chemistry going. Yeah, so the chemistry is not one-sided, where I'm the one who's longing for you and you pick my calls when you have a hard on. You know that type of rubbish. Yeah. And I think it would take a lot of, and I'm not saying this because I've always done the right thing either. Remember, I always tell you, learn from us who've made mistakes so that you don't have to make all the mistakes by yourself. Yeah. So I think by the time you sit down, two people, and the fact that he even wants to sit down and have that conversation, and you decide both of you to have an honest conversation, it means something. Yes. Yeah. As opposed to somebody who just says, I don't like commitment, then the next day, where used you come? Yeah. You know, that treating you like you're
don't call me past 7.
Yes, don't call me, don't worry. In fact, even he doesn't answer your calls until the day he feels like now he wants to go somewhere. Now you are so excited, he's finally called. I knew. And then you hear women saying many crazy things that, you know, he likes me, he's just that, and he knows I like him. But at this point in his life, now you're already deciding for him what is going on in his life. At this point in his life, you know he's not vulnerable. But his ex hurt me, but you know.
You know, he doesn't know how to communicate. Yes. You know when he has an avoidant attachment style.
You know the way men are. You know the way men are. They don't open up. They don't. There's somewhere that guy talks back and he cries. Until he cries, he is saying he doesn't open up. And he can't even smile. Even when he yawns, there are no tears in his eyes. There are places he talks until he's bawling.
And I talk about
he cries on somebody's bosoms. You're busy. He doesn't even like hugs.
You know, he's just so busy with
work. Who is busy? Let me tell you.
But he's so busy. You know, he has to travel all around the world all the time.
Let me tell you.
He's so hardworking.
A man who likes you will send you a text so that you're not worried. And that time maybe he's on his way to speak to the president. Leave you, this one who's telling you so busy. And he runs, I don't know what
he roasts meat. What if he's going through something?
Then he has no business. Depressed. He has no business being with you. Let him go and sort it. Are you a therapist? But some of these
so even if he misses his grandma, he's lying.
No.
He's just sad and grieving.
No, let me tell you, a man who likes you, and just like also a woman who likes you, because at the end of the day, it's basic principles. It's friendship. if you're my friend Bobbie, you will not put me in a position where I feel some kind of way. I'll let you know, Bobbie, I'm running late. Or Bobbie, can we do this? Oh, hi, Bobbie, how are you? Or, there'll be something. No one is begging the other person. Yeah, you will be like, oh, I knew we were supposed to meet today, but this is going on. Can I send you this text? Can I do this? Yeah, but this thing of somebody saying one person has to think for you. No, I think Bobbie's busy. Yesterday she drank too much. Yesterday I saw on her status she was out, so she must be sleeping. No. We're adults. Let's not do that to each other.
Yeah. Okay, tell me a little bit more about, what this kind of better ideal situation would be where I don't want to commit, but I'm still horny and I'm trying to get some sex.
Yeah.
Which kind of women? And then now to answer the vetting question, what are the things we should be looking out for intentionally, when we're looking for men that we can have sex with?
Yeah.
And what do you think there's a special kind of way we should have sex? Should it just be within the confines of marriage, the confines of an exclusive relationship? Is or FWBs, are they acceptable? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the thing would just have to be your choice. But I would say it'll have to be something that you have had a conversation about. I know sometimes there could be those one-night stands. There are sometimes people are out of town, out of the country, out of whatever, and you have a 24-hour romance. Yeah, so we're not going to be prudish. I'm telling you. And then the best thing is that you're never going to see them again.
So you can act as in love with each other as you want.
Yeah. You can even tell him you love him.
Yes.
And just say all the things, wild, outlandish things you want to say. Love you, you're the love of my life.
Yes.
And then move on with whatever. But if it's something that is going to be constant, I always say, my thing has always been, you must have somebody in that book of yours that you can call when you're just like, hey, goodbye, and yeah. And that person has to be your friend. It can't be somebody you can't even say, hey, Nani, I don't have money. So send me 500 bob. I can't even eat. It has to be a friend. Yeah, I think that person will treat you better. He'll not treat you like a rag or something to use and discard a serviette quickly, and don't even look back in the dustbin. Yeah, so women have always found ways to do that. I know when you speak to the older women, sometimes you might be thinking, these old women don't know anything. Those are the people who know everything, and they know how to navigate. So these older women will tell you, they always have that Kawan person. Yeah, that you can call. Married or not married. Yes, you might be thinking, later on in life, you just be like,
family gatherings.
Yes. And now it's a bit sweeter to so and so.
And they say, this is my friend.
Yes.
Baba Shiro.
Uncle Nani. And you move on. Yeah. So it can be done in a way that works for you, does not take from you. Yeah, that actually builds you. Yeah, so even you'll find that Uncle Nani or whatever is maybe around always at family gatherings, or he's the one who brings the water, who brings as in it's a useful, and people had agreed what it is that they were having. So I don't know why now people behave like, just want anybody to be, and anybody should just be jumping on you. Oh, I saw that Uber driver, he was so nice, so I decided to fuck him. Oh, when I was going past the kiosk, there's another man who was passing. Why should everybody just have access to you anyhow? Yeah. So they can be worked out. And you're not the first person to do them. I think also many young people need to get over those things that you think you're the first one. No. You are not the first person. Women have been finding ways to liberate themselves. Yeah, from all these constraints of modesty and I don't know, what have you. Yeah, women have found their ways. They might not have made noise about it, but I'm happy that when I hear such stories, I'm happy that at least that woman had some pockets of joy and ecstasy, that were all hers, and nobody but the two of them played a role in that. Yeah, so that's what I would say. In any relationship, be with somebody who likes you. Even platonic.
Yes.
Yeah, don't keep people around you who don't like you. And we do that a lot. Yeah, we keep a lot of people around us who we know don't like us. Don't do it to yourself. Yeah, life is too short. Don't get yourself involved in all those things.
True.
Yeah. And then we were saying, what was the next question?
I think umejibu, because I was asking about the vetting. Like
The vetting. Yeah, the vetting. Number one, it has to be somebody who likes you. Yeah, and when somebody likes you, then you cut out every other thing, because now you don't want to say, he will not put your life in danger. And danger it's disease, it's physical harm. Somebody wants to fuck in the grass, you'll be bitten by a snake.
He just cares about your well-being.
He cares about your
well-being. And an extra mile is actually he wants to see you thrive.
Yes. And it can work. Yeah. So, but the most important thing is you.
Yes.
What do you think you deserve before you go outside there? Yeah. And then sometimes not all urges are acted on by sleeping with a man. Yeah, you can use your toys, one. Two, it can be an avenue for creation. Yeah, so you can create. If you are a painter, if you are a poet, if you are a writer, if you are an actor, you can then channel that energy into something else. So we are not animals. That's another thing that we should. Okay, we are animals, but you're not a dog.
I know what you mean,
that So you can actually use some of these things. Do some research. Yeah, and find out how you can harness sexual energy, because sexual energy is creative energy.
True.
Yeah, and then as women, it shouldn't be every time you're feeling sexy, you must be fucking. You can just be feeling sexy, go out and dance, Yeah, and just feel good about yourself, dress in a certain way, walk, laugh, giggle, and have a drink, whatever, and then go home and sleep. Yeah, you won't die.
I saw a psychologist speaking online about how the reason most people have a problem, especially conservative men. Now, like that example of that man who was talking about his wife is not the prettiest. A reason they have a problem with liberal women, and by liberal women, I mean, these women who are seen as progressive, they can dress how they want, they can go where they want, they have their own money, they can fuck who they want. And the reason most people have a problem with them is not because these people are not doing it for themselves, but because women can actually make money out of sex work. Yeah. Like OnlyFans, prostitution, or just like they can actually enjoy it. Right now, women are not doing these things because they're oppressed. They're not into sex work entirely because it's the only way to find a living. At some point, it's a choice. It's like, it's giving me a better lifestyle, so why not? Why not open an OnlyFans? Why not? Yeah. And what do you think about that?
So I it's not only now that women have chosen sex work. Women have chosen sex work for centuries, and that's why there were mistresses, there were those women at court, whatever. There were madams, with their brothels, and they were an integral part of society. Yeah. So and those women were powerful women. I think why conservative men are scared, and I use the word scared of such women, because such women are powerful.
And they see men for who
they are, yeah. And also such women know men. If you're a woman who dresses the way she wants, if you're a woman who says what she wants, if you're a woman who does what she wants, even these conservative men are in your DMs. They talk all the manner of rubbish out there, but they pursue you with everything.
Yes.
Everything.
And they'll even pay.
They will pay. They will pay. They will send you. That sometimes it's just that I have children.
So you want to say something.
But then sometimes you just say, anyway, ni sawa. But you know the worst of men. That is why they don't even like you being with their women. They will separate them because you're going to teach them. You know how the worst of men, and you know the best of men.
Yes.
Yeah, men.
And you can usually see it.
You
like
can
this.
see that person. Yeah,
and that's
so that
something
is the fear.
These modest women can
never. That is why he wants her in the house, and he'll be praising her for being in the house. But she's living the hardest life, by the way. Because what type of life is that? How can you be sitting next to somebody you're not the prettiest? What the fuck is wrong with you? How can you talk to me like that? And the woman is just there happy. Yeah. But I even used to iron for him his shirt when he's on his way to go and see another woman. The mistress says, I don't know the what.
Because I knew God had it in my...
And in her head, and you see, the other thing then now what happens is that now these married women or these so-called modest women or the conservative women are told is that you have self-esteem. That one doesn't have self-esteem. So she'll be going around and saying, these women, they are dressing like that for I'm not dressing for a man, it's your husband who's following me.
This is what he likes.
This is what he likes.
Yes.
So if anybody has an esteem problem,
yes.
I think you should go and check in the mirror. Yeah, but it is worked out so well. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I have a problem with modesty. You should just be yourself. And being myself, there's somebody else fine who likes that long dress. And she's good, looks good in it, and she's okay with it, and that's fine. But she should not be wearing, remember again we said it's centering self. She's not wearing it because she wants men to see how good of a woman she is. And men are many people. Men is the white God, he's a man. The white Jesus,
yes,
the white Muhammad,
religion.
the Muhammad, the Moses, and all those men. So you are doing it for the male gaze.
Even if you're
even
doing
if it's
for
religion,
church.
yes,
Yes.
it's the male gaze, whether they are real or imagined. Yeah. So if you're wearing that because that's what you love,
they're not gonna
gonna
like
eat
this.
They're already calling me this.
Real or imagine.
Yeah, but it's usually a man.
Yes.
Yeah, real or imagined.
A white
is a
man in the sky.
Yes, it's always a man. Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be a white man. Even these ones who are in the sect somewhere, who have decided what women should wear, these African sects, it's a man. So if you're going to wear the long dress, it's for you. Yeah, because I always say, whoever it is that made us, or wherever it is that we came from, why would they give you a brain then? Yeah, if this is what we're supposed to do, why are you bothering me with all these other stories? Just wake up in the morning,
If it was-
put me in this
yes.
uniform and let me continue this way.
If it was natural, there wouldn't need to be so much consistent
Exactly.
reinforcement. Women should do
Exactly.
this, women should do this.
And we are
women-
the only species that perform for men. Look at animals. It's the men who perform for the female.
Yes.
Yeah. They'll be there, the bird will be there dancing like this.
Building
Yes,
nests.
building nests, bringing a pebbles, doing what? The lion will be there rowing and trying to show how everything will be happening. But come to human beings, women.
Pick me.
Pick me. I'm wearing a long dress. I only wear grey and black. Another one. Oh, I'm wearing a thong. Pick
Oh
me.
my God.
As long as you're doing it for yourself, then you're okay. But the minute you think that if I wear this and I go out, men will look at me. Even if you're not being conservative, the minute you say men will look at me,
Kwisha mambo.
you are already in the wrong space. Yeah. The minute you say, now they will love me because I look like a wife material.
It's over for you.
It's over, yeah. You might as well now just, I don't know, do it. Because you will be waking up every day, they have something new you'll be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today they like the BBLs.
Tomorrow
they like
want
skinny girls.
The other day they want light skin. Tomorrow they want dark skin. The other day they want... Nani, I came this way. Take it or leave it. Those who want what? And women need to be okay with knowing that if you don't get somebody now, it's okay. Maybe it's ahead or maybe it's not there. But you can have a quality life.
I like how you've explained the clear difference. I'm seeing all of this just coming back to self. Like whatever you decide to do, whether you want to do sex work, to go to church and worship in your long dress, to dress the way to wear a thong outside, it has to be for you.
Yes.
That's really beautiful. Felly, I want to close this discussion, but before I do that, what do you think would be your parting shot, and what do you think would be a healthy balance for women? Because we are horny. We do be getting horny.
And which is good. Let me tell you, sex is important to women, and good sex. But sex has also been one of, if not the most horrible instrument that has been used against us.
Yes.
Yeah. And I get wanting to take it back. Yeah. And be sexual beings, because women are not allowed to be sexual beings. In fact, if you're sexual and Malaya and anything sensual must be a Malaya. As if those are the only people who can have sex. And that is why you see
Who do they want to have sex with then?
No, they want
amongst themselves, because sisi to see have basi.
No, they want you to lie down there like a cockroach. And if you even try to lift one hip, Malaya, nani alikufundisha hiyo?
Alafu tena bado ataniacha aende ule akona mastingo juu.
That's the one he wants.
Boring.
That's the one he keeps outside there. The one who runs from one corner like this, comes and jumps on you.
Kama reso.
And you're there lifting the skirt like this under the blanket. Yeah, and that's steamer in the darkness. Yeah. So I get wanting to take sex back. We should, but not with other people in mind, with ourselves in mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, okay, Mimi, I do not agree with casual sex. I feel like there's just so much, like as a woman, there's so much I carry. When I think about just the emotional turmoil, the physical issues, I used to think when I have money and I'm older and I'm more relaxed, it gets easier. But it's still shit. Yes, I can afford all the birth control I want. But then I go and get the birth control. I have to deal with the hormonal imbalances and the nausea and the neediness. And then I can't even call him because how am I going to call someone who doesn't even know I took those pills? He doesn't even care if I took them. So he doesn't even know what it does to my body. I can't even start telling him, hey, I'm needy, I need a hug. Can you please get me some ice cream? Because he doesn't like you. He doesn't like me. He just wanted an easy nut. And I think sex shouldn't be that way. We should live within a space where I'm able to say, hey, I took this pill last night and it's fucking me up. Please just come and hug me.
Yeah.
Because that's a real feeling that we get when we're having hormonal imbalances. And yes, I can't afford to buy the ice cream for myself. I can order delivery. But there's just something about
somebody
showing up with it.
You.
You showing up with it and showing it's not just your vagina. I actually care for you as a human being.
Yes.
And I have the same message you have, Felly, that people should have sex with their friends. People that actually care about
like
them.
You.
People that you guys don't even have to be married or in a relationship with each other. It just has to be mutually benefiting you.
Yes.
You have to be well taken care of. Na hii hata si pesa. Hata hatujataja pesa kwa hii conversation.
But somebody who you are going to lay down with and be vulnerable with. I should call you tomorrow in the morning and say, I'm depressed.
Yes.
I'm grieving.
Or I'm anxious.
I'm anxious, yeah. But people will be having sex with people and you can't even tell him that your grandmother died. Because it's just like ati sasa ni pesa utataka sasa. Hiyo story sasa itaingia pesa. You can't even tell him, I'm feeling like, I need to go home, this is happening, whatever. Remember the way we said even it's not about money. And even still, why should we say it? If you're my friend, Bobbie, if you called me and said, this has happened to me, I would say, now how much money do you need? So we shouldn't even be trying to excuse money because people starting at
even that money should be okay still.
Yes, because if you like somebody, if I have 20 bob, I'll tell you me I have 20, but I need 10 for this, so I'll give you 15. So I'll give you 5, so I remain with 5 because tomorrow I must also wake up and do 1, 2, 3. So you take this 5, buy airtime. And see what
someone
can happen.
Yes,
somebody might be able to help you. Ama, you might, that's maybe what you need maybe to carry you to the next whatever it is that's going to happen. Yeah. So it should never be just like any friendship. Or just have people around you that like you. I swear, life becomes different. Yes, and just life in general is better.
I love that. Where can we find you on social media?
I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Felgona Oyuga.
Yeah. And I just saw your interview with Adele Onyango. I absolutely love her. And you were so amazing on the episode.
Asante sana. I had a good time.
So beautiful to watch.
I had a good time.
I love it.
Asante sana.
Will you come back again and again here?
Of course. I'm a friend of DWJ.
I always love having you. Thank you so much for always accepting my impromptu calls.
No worries.
And making time for me. Guys, we're just about to hit the 100K mark on YouTube and we're super, super excited about it. We're going to be celebrating in Kisumu this coming August. So we are beseeching. Is beseech the right word? We're beseeching. Tunauliza kwa unyenyekevu na mapenzi. Tafadhali. Subscribe, share our podcast, and keep coming and giving us your feedback. I love reading your comments and seeing wengine wakisema wewe na tattoo nani atakuoa. Sumesikia Felly amesema hapa.
Show up as yourself.
Umesikiza. Mwachane na mimi na shida zangu.
What's the problem with your tattoo? Did you have a brother somewhere? Somebody has put for you a brother they want you to marry and he doesn't like tattoos.
Guys,
Can they relax?
These tattoos have done really good for me. You know, actually, let's talk about it for 1 minute. I've received opportunities just because people remembered me for my tattoos.
Oh, yeah?
Even before they knew who I was or they saw my credentials. And like, oh, that girl, those tattoos. I'm at that girl with... They don't know my name, but they'll say, the girl with the tattoos.
Yeah.
That girl with the tattoos there. So...
No,
these
have your
tattoos have
tattoo.
put me in rooms that you know wouldn't necessarily be conventional for someone who's covered in tattoos. So I truly, truly love myself the way I am.
Life is an expression. Your body, I mean, you can use your body as art.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm
express
not doing it
your
for
art.
men.
No.
So hata sitaki mnichoose. Kwanza nyinyi hata siwezi wa date nyinyi wenye mnaniambia hizo comments. So don't be bothered. This has nothing to do with you.
Everyone to mind their business.
But please just subscribe.
After all is said and done.
It's no hate, it's no beef. Thank you for patronizing us, for coming back, for checking our stuff out. Keep sharing. We're on TikTok everywhere, Dialogues with Chakero, DWJ Europe. And me, you can follow me everywhere on social media. Roberta Bobbie, kila mahali. Hadi LinkedIn, lakini nilitoka. But please follow me, book me for sessions, invite me to be a speaker. Everything. Mimi naongelanga mambo za ngono na sex. Find me pale Love and Orgasms. Check out my stories, my podcast, and listen to my stuff. But here, in this capacity, I am Roberta Bobbie on Heartfelt with Bobbie. Thank you so much for joining me for this hour. And until next time, thank you, Felly.
Thank you.